Hi there, Peter Grouder from the Purple House with our weekly live, and today we want to talk about inflammation. So many of you know about acute inflammation. That's when you feel sick or you have a temperature and your body is hurting. But we want to talk about chronic inflammation, which is something that we see all the time in our clinic. So Pete.
Well, I had a guy come to me and he was just feeling exhausted and aches and pains, and all his blood tests were normal. He'd been to the doctor and they couldn't find anything, and he just thought that was normal, how he felt.
Normal aging process.
Normal aging process. He was getting, they said, oh, you're getting older, it's just normal. But so he came to us, and I did the full health analysis, checking his live and dried bloods, and I do urine and saliva tests that figure out how the cells are working properly and whether they're working properly. It looks at quite a few areas that are either in or out of balance, and he was in an imbalance called catabolic, which cell membranes weren't closing down at night, and he wasn't repairing
or
restoring his body. Normally we break down a little bit during the day and then restore and
repair all night
and replenish our energy all night. And when the cell membranes, they are meant to be in a rhythm, his were stuck too open all the time. And he had to take
catabolic supplement.
The catabolic supplement, which was a set of nutrients his body hadn't been receiving for quite some time, most likely. And so his cells hadn't been making energy, and he'd been drawing on his core energy that actually, after a time, runs out. So he was totally depleted.
Yeah, he had nothing left.
Energy. There was nothing in his tanks anymore. And it wasn't just normal aging, it was just, he was in an imbalance. And it didn't take long for him to start feeling really energetic again and younger. And
that's like people were saying, David, what have you got? I want what you've got, right?
Yeah.
And our clients often get that comment when they go back to work, because people in your surrounding will notice, something fundamentally about you has changed. So we're here to tell you, by the way, that you don't have to be like aged, like an 80-year-old by the time you're 50, right? 60s can be your new 40s, 70s can be your new 40s. And even people who are 40 today, they're feeling like how our parents used to feel when they're 80. That's the reverse of it. So everything in our day and age is kind of inverted, but ultimately the cause of all your aches and pains is chronic inflammation.
Yeah.
And I just want, because Pete has a different story, I just want you to know that even if just the tip of one finger is hurting, right? Let's say a sore index finger, that means inflammation is already right through your body, not just in that little fingertip. It's already gone right through your body.
Quite often, people, we probably start inflaming our bodies
systems
as soon as we start being fed solids, I would say. And each person's body cracks in a different place.
Yeah, we all have our weakest link.
We've always got a weak spot, and that cracks. Some people will get arthritis, some people will get, we get differing diseases, ailments,
right.
Or labels, you could say. But underneath it all is inflammaging, or it's
the aging process. But we want you to know that your body can heal, can make a comeback from almost everything, because our bodies are naturally geared towards perfect health. Yeah. It's not normal for our body to be sick, even if you might be led to believe that that's just normal. It's normal that you feel like this, that you lose your hair, that everything that we're told is normal. It's not true. It's unnatural. It's more natural for your body to be healthy. And how do I know that? Well, because your nails keep growing. If you like your nails just don't stop growing, and if you cut yourself, the cut heals, that it stops bleeding straight away. If you literally have new eyeballs every 2 days, you have a new liver every 6 weeks, your whole body is replaced every year, you have a new body from top to toe. So if you work with your body, it's like way more, what's the word, a happy feeling than, say, taking your car to the garage. Peter and I often tell people, well, you bring your car to the garage at least twice a year for a service. And when Peter or Caleb do a full health audit, they're looking under the bonnet of the car to see what's ticking over, what your cells are doing, your liver, your kidneys, your heart, whatever is happening or not, your starter motor, which is your thyroid. But I just want you to know, it's much more fun to work with your body than with your car.
You can trade your car in, you can't really trade your own body
and I was
for a new
even
one.
going to say, it's like you put your car in the garage at night and you have a dent in it, like you accidentally created a dent during the day. You wake up in the morning, the dent is still there. In the car, you go to your garage, it's still dusty, dirty, and full of dents. But our body is different because, like, somebody hurts you during the day, your emotions get dented, or you take a blow somewhere, or you get dehydrated, you get dusty on the inside, and you can have a shower and all this. But then at night, when you go to sleep and your conscious mind steps out, the body repairs it, it removes all the dents, it rehydrates your body, it rehydrates your brain. It's really amazing. All the dust goes away, and then in the morning it's like you're a new person. That's how your body is meant to work. And so all those mechanisms are there, but they get stuck, and then you're not meant to be putting, like, what's the word, synthetic drugs into your body. Like, let's say if your dashlight starts flashing.
We don't have any deficiency of any medication, really. If our body's working properly.
That's right. Some doctors will say that, like some cancer doctors will even say that cancer is not a deficiency of chemotherapy, right? So we have to work with our body's intelligence, and then you can regrow your body.
When Greta had the accident, her sacrum was shattered into pieces, and the trauma doctor took it out, all the pieces, ground them up into paste and just
bone cement,
plastered it back where the sacrum was meant to be. A few years ago, she had an X-ray just to check whether
out of curiosity
how things were going, and the radiographer couldn't tell that she'd had a sacrum shattered and removed and ground into powder, and it had reshaped itself and regrown again. Exactly. That's how intelligent the body is.
I remember after, like, when I was in the trauma hospital, a few days after the sacrum operation, and I felt the outside of my body carefully, and it felt all like a foreign landscape, like Tasmania with hills and mountains, you know, when I was actually used to a Dutch landscape. And so I said to the surgeon, is it always going to be like that? That used to be my question. Because when you have pain, you think it's always going to be like that. That's the worst thing.
Well, the surgeon did say 2 years and that'll be it.
But actually the surgeon also said, no, Grad, it's not always going to be like that, because your body has its own intelligence, and it's going to flatten out all the lumps and bumps and create like a normal looking sacrum. And that's exactly what happened, which was like unbelievable to me at the time, 20 years ago. And this was a surgeon at the trauma hospital in Melbourne who understood the body's intelligence. He even said, like, you can put bone cement on your elbow, which is a complicated joint, and it will just start to grow a new elbow. So Pete and I are also here to encourage you to believe in yourself and to give you hope. And definitely don't give up. Like, people just give up too soon. But we want to show you that you can feel a lot better and have a great life ahead of you by finding the right imbalances and not overriding it and overlaying it with more stress in your body. So Pete, do you want to tell that last story about this lady who came to you, or do you want me to tell it?
Oh.
No, you say it. All right, well,
yeah.
So a woman, and this is a classic case, She came to Pete, she was in her 60s or maybe between 50 and 60, which is when women, of course, our bodies undergo lots and lots of changes. And a bit similar to Peter's client, the earlier one, she just didn't feel like herself, didn't have any energy. And of course, when you're a woman, it's just blamed on hormones, isn't it? It's always, everything is blamed on your hormones. When your hormones are really secondary or third problem, not really the first problem. And so Peter did a full health audit with her. Her minerals were completely out of whack. Well, minerals, that is your salt, right? Healthy salt has 84 minerals in it that your body needs. They control all the hormones.
That aren't in the soil anymore because they've been washed out to sea over the last however many million years.
Yeah. So instead of fighting her body, or she felt like her body was fighting her, and many people feel like that, right? We restored her mineral levels. Well, she did it herself with our recommendations. She started to feel better. Everything downstream, her hormones and everything fell into gear. And her inflammation also disappeared because she was in constant fight and flight. And many people now, in fact, the whole world population is in fight and flight. So we encourage our clients to come here and have sessions with us so they can drop into themselves and experience a sense of peace again, which is really your true nature. Like that peace is not really coming from the outside, it's locked in inside as well. Like whether you feel peace or anxiety, that is coming from the inside of your body. So we help you to drop into a peaceful state anymore. Then you're out of fight and flight, then all the chemistry in your body changes.
The body can let go of some of those things that are causing it to feel unsafe.
Yeah, and then the body can start to heal, because here's the thing, this is perhaps the biggest secret of all. Your body can't heal if you're always in fight and flight. It literally can't. Right?
You can't digest the food properly, so you're not getting the nutrients properly.
It's like, all right, it has the blueprint for perfect health. Let's say you're an architect who has to follow the blueprint, the piece of paper that shows the building. But the blueprint is always somewhere under a pile of dust or something, or it's all scrunched up. And so that is what happens when you're in fight and flight. So you have to just get rid of all the dust, the layers of stress. And then here's the blueprint. So often our clients go home, they have a good night's sleep, they feel reborn the next day. And this is true. Like, that's why Peter and I are still in business, even though, you know, many of our contemporaries, colleagues, I should say, who opened businesses at the same time as we did in the year 2000, all those businesses are closed. And because we feel passionate about this and we have good results, so that it feels good to us. We are here to help, right? And if we can't help you, we will tell you as well. We'll say, no, I'm so sorry, we can't help you. So we do help people in a genuine way.
But we teach you or help you start believing that your body can do the work.
Also, we teach you how to fish, right? So you can do it yourself. So we're not just giving you the fish, because you know that story.
Because our own immune system is the only thing that will really give you healing.
That's your own inner doctor. So we teach you about your inner doctor.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have just listened to us and you're wondering where can I start? If you're in fight and flight, you need magnesium. So Peter and I, we always have magnesium ourselves. This is a really good brand. In fact, it's the only one that we recommend because it works so well. It's on our website, so there will be a link so you can check it out. And then that gets you out of fight and flight. Also,
the guy I told you about initially, he had to take 3 of those with his evening meal, plus a lot of saturated fats to help close up his cell membranes at night time.
Not everyone can start taking
No.
Peter needs
you need the tests really to determine whether you're catabolic or anabolic, or if you're in or out of balance in
some
the
of our
areas that we
clients
test.
know that they're anabolic, for instance, which is the opposite of catabolic, because they know their bodies, because we've taught them what's going on, so they know the feeling. So they will often go ahead and continue to...
80% of the immune system that really makes and keeps you well belong to the good intestinal bacteria. So replenishing those on a daily basis is a good idea.
And what's so different about these?
These ones have a capsule that withstand the stomach acid, the same as the Synthol, and they open in the intestines where they belong. Otherwise, if they open in the stomach, they'd all be dead. The stomach acid is that strong that it kills everything.
But these ones are good. You can also take them when you're having treatment, like say chemotherapy and things like that.
Or the spore probiotics in the Synthol actually withstand the antibiotics as well. If you need antibiotics for any reason, you can take those at the same time and they'll reseed the gut.
This is the most popular product on the shelf, wouldn't you say, Pete?
Yeah.
And why is that? That's beach flow. It just flies off the shelf.
Opens up the bile ducts so the body can eliminate the waste that's floating around your body, and that waste is also needed, which is the bile, for proper digestion of food. So you're getting the nutrients out of the food you eat.
Right, so the beach flow helps to detox your body, I guess you could say.
Yeah, well, we've got a terrific detox organ, the liver. So if you keep that nice and healthy and getting rid of the waste properly, you don't need to go on a detox per se.
Also, it's good for your kidneys, your heart, your brain, or actually all those products, of course, benefit every organ and every system in your body, so all systems work together. So
plus, we do other work, like Grada was saying, we encourage people to come back every 4 to 8 weeks and
for a healing session.
Have a healing session, and it allows the body to, or the computer to defrag and relax and
recalibrate.
And it resets the body, so
And actually what's beautiful, you get to know yourself better. I think that's the biggest benefit. Like you're really connecting deeply without having to do anything, because we clear the walls that are there to blocking you on the inside that causes disconnect. So life itself causes the disconnect, right? And then we end up living our lives disconnected from our inner doctor, our immune system, our heart even, and then your loved ones and all the rest. And so that can all be helped with healing sessions.
And quite often the problems don't start with you. They
that's true.
Ancestral, which we also
generational trauma. That's right. We
discover and clear that.
And we do it very quickly, and it's painless as well. There's like no reliving your trauma, so anything. It's pain-free, really. It is. It's just so enjoyable having healing sessions. I could be having healing sessions all day long. That's how passionate I feel about it. As well as come and visit us at the Purple House Kitchen. The Purple House Kitchen is now open Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, the same days as the clinic. Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. And we're not open on the weekends anymore. We just open when the clinic is open, and that made more sense to all of us. And so that's when we're busy and everything is flowing. So come and enjoy a beautiful meal and chill out. And all our food is trustworthy and healthy for you. Plus we have beautiful gardens, forests, mazes and labyrinths that you can walk all day if you want to when you come. When you're a member or come to the Purple House Kitchen.
And look on the website to check out the courses that will be coming.
The workshops.
That
are current. They're all there. The dates are there too.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Pete, for mentioning that. Okay. Thank you, everyone. We really love and appreciate you for listening and being part of our community. Take good care of yourself and have a wonderful week.
Yeah. Have a
Bye
good week.
for now.
Bye.